Hello and welcome back to A Sister's Cooking. Today I'm going to make a vegan lasagna made fresh with all vegetables. No type of preservative, no GMOs. I'm also preparing right now my homemade tomato paste that I made from tomatoes out of my garden. And they were going bad, so what I decided to do was dice them up and puree them. So what you see me doing now is I'm pureeing them, hand pureeing them so that I can have my sauce. And I also like a chunky sauce. So you can look at that and see this is all fresh. Nothing came out of can, nothing came out of bottle. So I'm going to put this over here to the side because I'm going to allow that to boil. But before I get started, I want to show you guys I have homemade fresh onions. I mean fresh onions, not homemade, but fresh onions from my garden. I also have peppers, red peppers and yellow peppers and green peppers from my garden as well. I have mushrooms, PortoBello mushrooms that I bought from Aldi's. And I like the mushrooms in any type of vegetable dish that I'm doing because it adds texture. I also have squash and zucchini that I'm going to add in there. Also came out of my garden. And then what I did with the squash and the zucchini after I peeled it, I went ahead and peeled it back and forth, and I got these big pieces. Some of them came out bigger, some of them came out wider. They're a little more down here and there, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to layer this in my pan, and this is going to be my noodles, guys. I'm not going to use any type of noodle. I'm going to use the squash and the zucchini. I also use my California style vegetables, and I got these from Aldi's, $1.49 a bag. So I'm going to use those as well. And I'm going to saute and simmer all that together. And this is going to be the ingredients that's going to be inside the lasagna. So we're not going to have any type of meat. I don't cook with sodium. I don't cook with preservatives. I definitely don't want to do gluten. I'm trying to feed my children healthy. So I'm going to do this. And you guys are going to be in for a surprise today. I'm here to tell you because this lasagna. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to take my my vegetables and get them timed so that I can start to simmer them. Get those ready. Get the vegetables ready. Then those are going to simmer for about 30 minutes. I'm going to add, you see I add my, I add the California blend. I'm going to add now my onions. And I went ahead on and prepped everything because I want to keep my videos under like 10 minutes so that people will know that you can prepare meals, healthy meals for your family in a nice, decent amount of time. And it don't have to take all day to cook. So that, you know, these vegetables, they're very highly hydrated. So once they're cooked down, the dish should be ready to go in the oven. I also have a new vegan cheese that I want to try. And I'm going to show you guys that as well. Okay, so that's going to simmer again. This is my tomato paste that I made from homemade fresh tomatoes that I grew in my own garden. And what I'm going to do with these tomatoes are, I'm going to season them. I'm going to season with me some no sodium, no salt, Tony's Charters. I'm going to use me a little onion powder. I'm also using, this is some Italian seasoning. I just put it in my garlic bread sprinkle. But this is some Italian seasoning. I'm going to use a little of that because I love Italian taste in anything that I cook, especially when you're dealing with pastas and stuff like that. It just really goes good together. And I'm going to use some parsley flakes. I usually use fresh, but sometimes I use what I have. And again, I'm trying to keep a meal that's under $10. This meal is under $10, guys, okay? Under $10 to feed a family. And I have a family of 7. Okay, guys, my tomato paste, my tomato sauce has been cooking for like maybe 45 minutes. So what I'm going to do now, I want to marry it to my vegetables over here. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to add it to my vegetables. That way they both can cook together and combine together. That way we'll get the good tomato paste, the good sauce, and we'll get the good vegetables all blended and married together. And that'll be good and taste good. Look at how chunky it is. Look at that. See that? Look at the chunks. Look. That's good. That's some good eating there. get everything. So this is the cheese I'm going to use, and I also have some shredded veggie cheese, but this is Go Veggie. Go Veggie. I'm back, and as I was explaining, I already went ahead. I almost left you all, like I said, because I had already started getting it together. But this is the vegan cheese, and look how it's melting. So now what I'm going to do is take these strips of zucchini and squash. This is my noodles, guys. This is what I'm using as noodles. This is what I'm using as noodles. I'm gonna spread it out, make sure that everything is covered. God that made all these vegetables and all this food for us to cook, and we out here using all this pasteurized food and all this different for us, gluten, GMO, preservatives. It's preserved, all right. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna add some more of the filling, which is the vegetables. That's all the fresh vegetables cooked down. See that? Then I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna spread it around. Isn't that cool? That's the noodles. And then I got some vegan cheese. Like I said, the vegan cheese that I got is shredded. It's Go Vegan as well. It's shredded. And I had that used before. I used it before, maybe earlier in the week. And what I did was got it, balled it all up together, put it in a piece of aluminum foil, let it form into a block, and then I shredded it down. It took a while to shred because it's by being vegetables and it's a vegetable plant-based. It tends to get soft fast. So I just took it out the refrigerator. As you can see, it was starting to melt back together, starting to get back together. But I'm gonna take this and add this over here. And this Go Veggie is really good. It's lactose free and everything, guys. Lactose free, veggie, nothing but veggie. And you all have to look for it. I bought it in Jewel's. And again, it's the Go Veggie. And it comes in cheddar, it comes in mozzarella, and it comes in another one. I'm not too sure, but once I saw the cheddar and the mozzarella, they had bought me and sold me right then and there, because that's what I need. And then it's soft. You see how it was blended? Very well. So this is the lasagna. And I have some left now. I could freeze this and make a smaller dish one day. Because right now, and I have noodles left. Freeze these as well. Nothing goes to waste up in here. I'm telling you, nothing goes to waste. Let me put the rest of this cheese on here. So I have 2 layers, a 2-layer lasagna. And I'll put that in the oven and let that cook at 350. And I'm going to put me some foil. Hey guys, I'm back as promised. And I told you all, this lasagna's got my whole house smelling good. The vegan lasagna, amazing. I'm going to take it out the oven. Ooh, look at that. Look at the cheese. Look at the cheese. This is vegan cheese. And it tastes good. My kids been eating, don't even know what they eating. Because it is delicious. And they think they eating regular cheese. Look at that. Look at the cheese. Look. I've been hearing a lot of people say vegan cheese is hard and it don't melt. Look at this cheese. Look at this cheese. Vegan cheese. Look at it. Look at the cheese. Delicious. There you have it. All vegetable, vegan, vegetable, healthy, clean lasagna. There you have it first from a sister who's cooking. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all again. And thanks again for watching my video. Have a blessed day and make it your best. Until we meet again.